hello. Hello, and welcome to the broadcast. Let's talk football, NFL football. And we're going to be talking about the upcoming week 13 that starts tomorrow for Thursday night. And, well, actually, tomorrow for Thanksgiving. And we'll talk a little bit about the last week 12. I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well and a hearty hello. You can follow me over on X at Fireman Rich. And we're finishing week 12, going into week 13. Some good football, some breaking news today. We'll go over that. I just want to check my sound here real quick. Yep, we have sound. Okay, there's sound on the tablet. So I'm keeping it to a minimum as far as for this broadcast. The sound worked this morning, and it's still working good. I'm getting used to it. I played around with it. I thought I had a down soundboard yesterday, and it's just stupid me. I didn't have power turned on to the power strip there that powers the soundboard. So I was in disarray last night about this time with wires all over the desk here, trying to put the wires back. And from what I've been told from this morning's broadcast on the morning coffee, Fireman Rich morning coffee broadcast, sounds a lot better. And probably I got it's been sitting in that configuration for almost 10 years and it's worked pretty good. And so now it's just a little slight tweaks and stuff like that. So I'm getting used to it. We're using the audio from that I have embedded on the Rumble Studio. And we're broadcasting Rumble Studio into Rumble, where we have one person on locals, nobody on YouTube, but the counter works. That worked this morning. We have 3 folks over there on Twitch. And I just forgot something. I got to start my Surface 3, but we can start that up while I'm talking. And let's see, the Facebook. We are broadcasting back on Facebook this week. So let's see, we're over there on the public Facebook, the real Fireman Rich. And let's see. It did take. What did it take? Oh, it did not take. Let me see something. Let's check. Let's check it this way. The content isn't available right now. Go to news feeds. Okay, it didn't take for some reason. Okay, that's interesting. So let's see. In that case, let's go ahead and put the hot link in there for the broadcast, and we'll do that. Okay, so we got the hot link. And over on X Live, we have it's up and running, and it's looking good. X is king. X is great. We have one viewer over on X. So thank you very much for the person that's over there on X. And speaking of X, I just posted just before coming on here that we have a bit of news. And let me go ahead and bring that up right from the get-go here while I'm bringing up my Surface 3 here. In the meantime. But I hope everybody had a good day today. I was crunching leaves today. My last time mowing, I guess. I mowed around the house, crunching up with what's left of the leaves. And so I didn't take a nap, but I got a lot of good fresh air, which is always a good thing. And let's turn this off. We'll go to present. And this is concerning Daniel Jones. And I knew he was leaving the Giants, but I didn't think it was this soon. And basically, this article came out on Fox Sports, and it was 10:35 this morning. But Daniel Jones is set to sign with the Minnesota Vikings following the Giants' release. I knew he was going to be released from the Giants, but this is breaking news right here. As far as that goes, Daniel Jones has found a new home after clearing waivers Earlier in the week, the former New York Giant quarterback will sign with the Minnesota Vikings. Fox Sports insider Jordan Schultz reported Wednesday, that's today. With the move, the Vikings have a backup in place in case starter Sam Darnold goes down with an injury, while Darnold is having a breakout year and has led the Minnesota to a 9-2 record thus far. He's had a brief leave their Week 12, briefly leave their during what Week 12 win over the Chicago Bears before returning to game action. Minnesota was set to have J.J. McCarthy, who took, and that's the kid from Michigan, with their 10th round overall pick in the 2024 draft. And Darnold competed for the starting job ahead of the season, but the rookie suffered a season-ending injury, a tear of some sort in August. Nick Mullins is the Vikings' current backup quarterback. I think they're getting a good quarterback for a backup. I think Jones, I think he's going to, I like him as a quarterback, and it's just that he's with the Giants. And you look at Shaquille Barkley going to Philadelphia, he's thriving now. So I think that may be the case for Daniel Jones. Is he a great quarterback? Well, Jones, the number 6 pick in the 2019 draft for the New York Giants, became a free agent for the first time in his career when he asked for the release. The Giants granted the release November 22nd, which was last Friday, days after he was benched for backup Tom DeVito. And it doesn't look that game with Tom DeVito. It didn't look like he was doing all that great. Let's see, is that okay? That's off. Okay. Jones' best season came in 2022. Brian Daboll's first year as head coach for the Giants. He put up personal best numbers in 7 categories, including passing yards, 3,205 passing yards, and then a passing rating of 92.5, a QBR of 62.9, intercept rate of 1.1, and rushing touchdown 7, as the New York made the postseason and upset the Minnesota Vikings in the wild card round. The team gave Jones a 4-year, $160 million extension back in 2023 offseason, but the 27-year-old couldn't match his highs for 2022. He was limited to just 6 games in 2023, had the neck injury, the ACL tear, and in 10 starts, the Giants this season, he's averaging just 207 yards. Of course, there's nobody on the Giants. That's why. He's a good quarterback, but he just doesn't have all the tools. So this is breaking news, and I'm looking forward to following his progress here with Minnesota. And but I posted this up on my Twitter timeline at Fireman Rich. It's over there on Fox Sports, and it's not earth-shattering, but it is new. I didn't think he was going to leave right away and stuff, but I guess if you ask and the team grants it, I guess they move things pretty quick as far as that goes. So, okay, so that's the breaking news. On that note, let's go ahead and check out our whiteboard and see if we can, let's see, bring that up here, the window, our white chalkboard. There it is. Let's talk football. Oh, I'm seeing it, but there it is. There it is. It's up over there. Okay, there's our chalkboard and stuff as far as that goes. We don't have anybody. It's going to be a quiet night today. I have sent out the schedule to the folks at let's see, Tony, Ted. I've gotten yours. Ted, he was one shy. He had 15, and there's 16 games. Everybody's playing this week, and with 3 games taking part, the last of November here, and the start of a new month on Sunday, December 1st, with some other games there to start to continue week 13. And Let's see. Let me check something here. Let's see. Okay, Tina, I just received Tina's notes. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. What's this? Oops picks. Okay. So Tina may not be here. She sent her notes in, so we'll just we'll go ahead and say thumbs up to that. And let's see. And thank you, Knowledge EL on X there, for giving me a heart for the broadcast there. See that? And let's see what. I hope this is okay. I'm coming on just in case. Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay. No problem. Okay. No problem. She can come in. That's it's her picks. She's giving her your picks and oops picks. I don't know what oops picks mean. If she comes in, let's see. She should be popping in here. That's Tina. For those viewers, she's a regular person that's in the chat over on the Twitch side, and so I'm just looking at the Twitch. So we got 3 people, 3 plus my picks. I made my picks already. And we'll be going over those picks. So I still need picks from Captain Rehab, Brian, and Michael. And who else? Oh, we have CBS. So we have CBS, we have Tina's, we have Ted's, we have Tony's, we have mine. We need Brian's. Hey Tina, what do you mean by oops? I'm just looking at that. I'm baffled by it and stuff, but you got 16 picks there, so I'm just trying to see who do we have. I got picks from you. I got picks from Tony, Ted, me, CBS, and you wrote. Oh, my oops. Yeah, I the initial. I had 2 teams screwed up there. With the oops, okay, my oops. You're just okay. Yeah, I had the somehow I mixed up 2 teams there, as far as that goes. So I had to resend that. I don't like resending it, but yeah, I have to get that information out. I'm trying to figure out who we have for the picks for wins losses. Who's playing here? We're supposed to have I think it was 8 people. I thought. Let's see. Let me check here real quick. Stand by. Okay, here it is. We got the graph here. We got a graph of last week, who won and who lost. Let's see. There's there's Michael, Tony. Let's see. I got Tina. Comment on your link on Facebook. Okay, let's see. What did he comment on my Facebook? Let's see. Tony, comment on my link on Facebook. Yeah. Okay, we like that, Tony. I see you. I saw the comment there. But it's not the live broadcast, though. Or is it? No, it isn't. Let's see. Is it? No, it goes to the Rumble broadcast. It goes to the Rumble. Okay. He likes the posting there on Facebook. So I don't know why it didn't come up on Facebook. So I don't know. It might have been because I delayed it. I should have been watching. I wasn't paying attention to it. I just took it. Hey, Tony. Hey, how you doing? Coming in on the Rumble side, coming on Twitch, coming on the Facebook. It didn't take. I think I I let it slip. I think I hit the right one, but I might have double tap it and stuff like that. We're just going over. I got your picks. I got. Let's see. I got Tony's picks. I got Tina's picks, CBS's picks, Ted picks, and my picks. So who else do we need? Michael's, Captain Rehab's, and Brian's. So that's okay. That makes 8. Okay. So we're just missing 3 folks as far as that goes. Okay, let's see. Let's go over last week's scores for week 12 this past week. It wasn't really a fantastic week. It is basic football, some good football to watch it and stuff. And I was actually quite bored that I didn't really watch the game Sunday. I had them on, but I didn't really watch them. Let's see. We have course starting last Thursday. I think the Steeler Brown games, that was the most exciting with the snow and the fans staying there watching the game. I thought that was exciting. But Steelers won or lost that game to the Browns 24-19. So that was a good win for the Browns and for the fans. And then going into Sunday, Vikings beat the Bears 30-27. Vikings are on a roll. Bears, they tried playing, but they didn't. Lions, they beat the Colts 24-6. They're on a roll, 10-1. Cowboys, they actually won against the Commanders. Commanders were favored, I think, in that game. But Cowboys were able to take one for the Commanders at Washington, D.C., 34-26. Chiefs beat the Panthers. Well, they're playing the Panthers, but the Panthers put up 27 points. And Chiefs won 30-27. I'm still relishing the fact that the Bills beat them 2 weeks ago. Titans, they won against the Texans. They ended up coming back with a win, 32-27. So are they back? I don't know, but they're 3-8, so they're almost out of it stuff as far as that goes. Buccaneers won against the Giants. That game was over in the first quarter, folks. Sorry, they were just. I picked the Giants, figured maybe they might win one here, but no, the Bucs had them 30-17. Then we had the Patriots losing to the Dolphins. Dolphins, resurgence of the Dolphins. They're 5-6. They could be possibly maybe trying to work on a. It's all about now the next several weeks, next 3 or 4 weeks. I think it's the teams that are setting up to for a wild card, because we'll go over the divisional, and there's teams that already have their division locked up, I think. But you never know. There's still, we still have 5 games after this weekend. Broncos beat the Raiders 29-19. 49ers, God, I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs. I'm starting to think that. They lost to the Green Bay 38-10, and Cardinals won to Seattle. Seahawks won 16-6. So they're both 6-5, and 49ers are 5-6. They're in last place, I think. Well, we'll check with the division. Eagles, Rams. Eagles, they ended up playing. That was probably the most exciting football game, the second half, where Barkley, he's got to be considered for the MVP after the last couple of weeks. And then Monday night, the Ravens, I went to bed at halftime, but Chargers were down by 1 point. And so Ravens ended up winning 30-23. So those are our scores from last week. Tina saying hi to Tony. And how's the sound, Tina? I got to check the sound again. Okay, we got sound. Okay. I'm thinking the sound is pretty good. It's okay as far as that goes. So let's see. Where's my – this is my one for my microphone. Okay, this mic. I'll just turn it up a little bit. If it's too loud, let me know. Let's see. Let me make sure to turn that off. Okay. All right. Let's see. So those are the scores for last week. And let's see. You can probably hear the Jeopardy. The missus is watching Jeopardy there. So I don't know if that's picking up. Let's see. We got. Let's see our power play or power rankings after week 12, going into week 13. We have power rankings per Pete Prescott or Pete Presco, and he has some interesting. There it is, the power rankings. As far as the graphic, I was able to find the graphics. This one and the second one, the top 10. So this is how they fall. The Detroit Lions, number 1. Buffalo Bills are still up there in number 2. Kansas City are 3. Let me see something here. I got to. Let's see, power rankings. Where did I have that up here somewhere? Where is it? Come on, folks. Let's go. There it is, power rankings. Yeah, the overall for the power rankings, Dolphins move up 6 spots, Steelers dropped 5. So you got the Lions number 1. Um, are a brutish power team that can knock you off the ball and yet still hit shots off of it. The defense plays well against the Colts. So and then the Bills are number 2 to come, and then the Chiefs number 3. They won another close game last week, which has been a season-long trend. Playing close against the Panthers is not a good look for the Chiefs. Might be a prequel to them, maybe losing another one. For the Eagles, number 4, Barkley is key to their offense right now, and the offensive line is mauling people. The defense has really come over in the past 5 games. Number 5, you got the Vikings. They moved up a spot. They're 9-2. They're looking really good. Ravens, they are number 6. They moved up a spot. They're number 6. Packers are number 7. They moved up a spot. Chargers moved up a spot. They're number 8. Steelers moved down 5 spots. They were up. At number 5 or number 4. Number 10, Broncos, they moved up 2 spots to be number 2. Seahawks, they moved up 3 spots to be in number 11. Cardinals they lost, so they dropped 2 spots. Washington the same way. They're in number 13. They were number 11. And you had Texans were number 14. Okay, sound is good. Thank you, Tina. Let me get that over there on that. How come they can't come in? Okay. Loud and clear, Tony says. Okay, thank you, Tony. Texans are number 14. Number 15 is the Dolphins, which is good. So number 16, you got the Buccaneers. So the bottom half in the power rankings, you got Falcons, San Francisco, Colts, Chargers, Bengals, Bears. They have a possibility of moving up, but then the next one's we've got the Saints. They're 4-7. It's starting to look very shady for them as far as to make the playoffs. Tony will say that the Cowboys are still in it, but I think they have to practically win every game. The game they won this past week against Washington that moved them up 2 spots. Browns moved them up 2 spots. James Winston has brought this team to brought some life into this team. That was much needed. Too bad it happened too late. So the writing might be on the wall. Same thing with the Titans. They're number 26. Then the Patriots, the Jets. The Jets, they dropped 3. Daniel Jones should have probably went over to the Jets. Maybe probably would have helped. But they're sitting at 28. Then 29 is Panthers, Giants, Raiders, and then Jaguars. So those are our power rankings. As far as according to Pete Presco, he's a CBS sports writer. He's one of the people. He's one of the. He puts up his picks, so I add him to our win-loss thing. So there we have that as far as that goes. And so those are the power rankings. And our divisional. Let's go over the division real quick. Let's see. Yeah, we got plenty of time. Okay. Because the next 3 weeks, this week and the next 3 weeks are going to be critical in positioning for a playoff position, either winning the division or getting a wild card. And it's pretty obvious who's going to win their division. And starting right out the bat, not that it's a total guarantee, okay? I know they could probably fall flat on their face, but right now the Bills, they control their own destiny in their division. They own that division. Dolphins can make a run for it. If the Bills falter, the Dolphins will be right there. Jets, Patriots, they're out of it. So that's the AFC East. The AFC North, even though the Steelers lost, they're still ahead of the Ravens. and that's a close race right there for the division. So unless Bengals and Browns can, Browns are totally out of it. Bengals possibly, but I don't count it. It's going to be one of these two teams is either going to win the division, the other one's going to go to a freaking wild card. The AFC South, where it's sort of really dismal because Texans, they'll probably win the division, or the Colts. Titans and Jaguars, they're out of it as far as that goes. AFC West, Kansas City Chiefs are 10-1, but the Chargers are right behind them along with the Broncos. So they could be close. If the Chiefs, again, all their wins have been really close. So if they take a couple more losses here, that could affect them. Raiders, they're out of it as far as that goes. Now over in the NFC East, the Eagles, they're 9-2, but they beat the Commanders, so I think they're pretty well set in winning this division if they keep on winning. But the Commanders are nipping at their feet. As far as the Cowboys, mathematically, yeah, you could say they could probably make the playoffs, but at 4-7 at this point, I don't know. Giants, they're out of it, 2-9. This is a division that's going to just knock everybody out for a wild card because the Lions, if they win, you have the Vikings and Green Bay. Look at their record: 9-2 for the Vikings, 8-3. Those could be the two wild cards for the NFC. And NFC South, Falcons are in first. They're just barely playing 500, and then everybody else is below that. So I think whoever wins this division, it will. The rest of them will be going home watching the playoffs. NFC West, Seahawks. Let me get this back here. It's moving too quick. Again, NFC West, Seahawks 6-5. They'll win. Either Seahawks, the Cardinals, or Rams, or 49ers. It's up in the air who wants to win this division because nobody's going to be getting a wild card. There's too many other teams that have a better record. So there's our division. And so wins are very crucial over the next several weeks as far as that goes. And and speaking of wins and losses, let's go ahead and before we go to the wins loss, let's go over the schedule for this upcoming week 13, and that's starting off with tomorrow at noon. I should just be getting to my destination for turkey. Turkey dinner is tomorrow at 1:00. I guess I've been told. The Chicago Bears will be at the Detroit Lions. I'm picking the Detroit Lions. Then at 4:30, you have the New York Giants and Dallas. I picked the Dallas Cowboys on that game. That's in Dallas. Dallas and the Lions. They've always played on Thanksgiving Day, even when I was a kid. And Green Bay is another one. They're going to be playing Miami. I picked Miami in that one. Green Bay could probably win that, but that's tomorrow football schedule. 3 football games for Thanksgiving. And then Friday, we have a Black Friday game where you have Las Vegas going into Kansas City. I picked Kansas City on that one. Sunday, December 1st, a new month. And you got LA Chargers at Atlanta. I think I picked LA Chargers. Then you have Pittsburgh playing Cincinnati. I ended up picking Pittsburgh. Houston and Jaguars, I picked Houston. Arizona going into Minnesota at 1:00 on Fox. I picked Minnesota on that one. Indianapolis going into New England at 1:00 on CBS. I picked Indianapolis. Seahawks and New York Jets. I'm picking the Jets. Or no, I'm not picking the Jets. No, back up, Rich. I'm picking the Seahawks. The Seahawks are going to have. They're favored by 1.5 points, but I think I don't know. We'll see what happens. The Seahawks need this game, so they're going to probably be more hungry, I think. That's my take on it. Then you have the last 1:00 game, Washington hosting the Tennessee Titans. I'm not sure who I picked on there. I'll have to check. Tampa Bay at 4:00 going to Carolina. I picked Tampa Bay. And then you have Los Angeles Rams against New Orleans. I picked the Rams. Philly and Baltimore, the last the third game at 4:00. I picked Philly. I think that's going to be upset. Baltimore's favored by 3 points there. And then you got San Francisco and Buffalo Sunday night. Buffalo, of course. And that's going to be interesting as far as that goes. And then the Monday night game, Cleveland at Denver. I don't think Cleveland's going to win against Denver. Denver's just Bo Nix is just eating that team up as far as that goes. So let's see. Our win losses for those folks that took part. We're close in our picks. Oh yeah, I think they are. I think we're pretty close, Tina, from what I'm seeing. I'll be going over those, but I want to go to the chart. You did really well this week. You almost went to the top, but you lost that last game. That last game, if Monday night, if it was switched, because I can't remember who you picked right off the bat. Let's see. Yeah, that's in another outline. But the chart, you did very well. Let me bring up the chart here. And for win losses, you can see that Michael Bathurst went up to the top and Tony went up to the top. They had a very good week, 10-3, both of them. And then you came in third, Tina, with 9-4. You did really well. And then CBS moved up a little bit. Captain Rehab moved up along with Ted, stayed the same. And I dropped from first place last week down to second to last with Brian in the basement. Yeah, you did really well as far as your pick. So congratulations. So that's the charts. And for the people that are watching this on the replay, this is these 8 folks. Well, CBS, he puts up his picks on Wednesday, and that I add those in, and I count him as a player. But these are folks that we all know each other. Going back to the Hap States, I think we all know each other, right? Yeah, I think so. And we like football. So I don't like really playing the fantasy football. I like doing the wins and picks. Pick the winners and. Hopefully they win. If they don't, well, they become your losers. Overall, so far, after week 12, and that's a chart of each week there as far as our win-losses and stuff. I use this to add them up. Our overall standings, Tony is still in first place with 100. We have 100 after 12 weeks. It's 179 games. So Tony has 115 wins with 64 losses. Michael has 111 in second. He's 4 behind, still 4 behind. I dropped back a little bit, and CBS moved up a little bit, so I'm tied with CBS, 107-72. Brian is in fifth, 101 wins, 72. Ted is right behind at 98, 95, and then Tina, you're in seventh, and Captain Rehab, well, he's in eighth place because even though he has more than Tina, he missed submitting 2 of his weeks, so he automatically goes down to 8th place. But he still takes part in the weekly. I don't know if he's going to be here, so that might be we can add week 13 because he wasn't on this morning's coffee broadcast. So I'm not sure if he pops in here. I don't know, Tony, if you can give him a ding ding. I don't know. He might be hitting a cigar bar or something like that, smoking a cigar and getting juiced up. He had an accident, which I hope he's safe. Haven't heard from him here. I think did I see him? Yeah, I think he was in Monday's show. Monday morning's broadcast, as far as that goes. And the morning coffee coffee there. So on our picks, let's see. And let's see, our picks, my picks, just so you know, eating can't, man, sorry. Oh, okay. Okay, as far as Captain Rehab, no problem. I don't know. Somehow get them to me and stuff. We'll be drinking my Crown Peach. Oh, you got the peach. Okay. Ooh, that sounds good. Let's see. My picks, just so go over who I picked. I picked Detroit over Chicago, Dallas over the Giants, Green Bay over Miami, Kansas City over Las Vegas. They're pretty much. Oh, you got that for your birthday. That sounds good. That's a good birthday present. That's a good birthday present. Let's see. I picked LA Chargers over Atlanta. That's the one I wasn't sure. Pittsburgh over Cincinnati. Miami, Minnesota over Arizona. Indianapolis over New England. Seattle over the Jets. The Jets, I don't know. Um, Washington over Tennessee. But Tennessee, could they steal one? Who knows? Houston over Jaguars. They're pretty straightforward. LA Rams over New Orleans. But New Orleans, it's in New Orleans, so they could probably romp on the Rams, but I don't know. We'll see. Tampa Bay over Carolina, Philly over Baltimore, but Baltimore could possibly win that. Of course, Buffalo over San Francisco, and I picked Denver over Cleveland on those. Tony's picks was the Cowboys, Lions. We got some tight games this week. Yes, we do, Tony. Yes. Cowboys, Lions, Packers, Chiefs, Jets, do or die. I'm surprised with you, Tony. I like your little comments when you send in your list. It's funny, and you even got a little emoji there. You're picking the Bucks, Patriots. Are you serious? Who are the Patriots playing? Tony, lots of laughs. Who are the Patriots playing? They're playing Indianapolis. Are you serious? But then again, they got a good kid. Yeah, okay. Steelers, okay. Falcons, yeah. But I think Miami might be. Is it Miami and Falcons? And let's see. Where's that game? Where the hell is it? I can never. Oh, it's the Chargers. The Chargers. Okay. Yeah, they lost a close one to Baltimore there last week. Okay. And let's see, Texans, Vikings. Sheesh. Vikings are good. They're going to be even better with Daniel Jones. Commanders, really? Commanders over Dallas? Wow, that's where I'm picking Dallas, and you're picking Washington? Or no, you're picking. Oh, you're picking Washington over Tennessee. Are you picking Dallas? I didn't see them yet. Oh, you did. Oh, that's the first one. Duh. Think, Rich. Rams. Ravens, Bills, Browns, really over Denver? That's a wow. Ted Hicks's, damn it, Rich. I'm just going over the picks. Let's see. Now let me get Tina's picks. Where's Tina's? Oh, she just sent. I gotta copy them here. Let's see. The oops picks, as she called them. Tina. Yeah, Tina just sent me this list. I gotta copy and paste it into the outline here. Hang on for a minute. The oops picks. I like that. She explained that. I said, what was she mean by oops? She has 16 teams. Let's see. We have she's picking Kansas City, Atlanta, Detroit, Dallas, Green Bay, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Indianapolis, Seattle, Washington, Houston, LA, Carolina. Really? Wow. That is something. Carolina? Let me see something here. Where's the Carolina game? I may have to broadcast tonight now. Okay. You can come up if you want. We're almost finished here. Let me see something here. We got game spread out over the holidays. Yeah, we do. Are you gonna? Now, I won't be around tomorrow because I'll be up in Vermont. My head is spinning from dialysis. Okay, just take care. We gotta. Yeah, give me a second. I can. Okay, I'll send you the link here in a minute. I want to look at this Carolina. You're picking Carolina over Tampa Bay? Okay, that's a gutsy one. Then Philly, Buffalo, Denver. As far as that goes. Okay. Okay, Tina. Let's see. And then Ted Hicks's picks. Okay, let me send you the link, Tony. Stand by. Let me get the link here real quick. Tina. You can't. Oh, wow. You got to stop sharing to get to that. Okay, stand by, Tony. I'm sending you the link now. I'll DM it to you. let's see. Point 27.2024. There you go, Tony. I sent you the link. Okay, and we'll be looking for Tony here. And this will be interesting because it'll be the first time I have a guest up here with my new sound. Oh, I got to make sure I change this. Let me change that to where he can just pop in. Okay. Ted Hicks is there. He is.
What's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're loud and clear. Make sure you can hear me too. We're good.
This is the first time I had somebody up with the new sound configuration.
Okay. Yeah, you all good. You've been all good the whole broadcast, honestly.
I guess my sound is a whole lot better than what it has been in the past.
Picture on Rumble, your name is cut off.
You get that's because we got two pictures. We got two pictures.
Yeah, but normally it was okay. But all right, cool.
Yeah. If we go to I don't have a present. So just to go over real quick, Ted Hicks's pick. He picked Kansas City, Chargers, Detroit, Dallas, Denver, Buffalo, Washington, Tampa Bay, Houston, Rams, Indianapolis, Green Bay, Minnesota, Pitt. That looks like my picks. So we're picking this. We're all close.
Let's run through them again because we got some interesting games, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's run through them again. We got the Thursday night game. Let me pull up the schedule real quick because I know when I was picking, I'm like, Jesus, this is going to be a rough one.
Thursday night game is Chicago against Detroit, New York against Dallas, and Miami over Green Bay.
Detroit should beat Chicago. Dallas should beat the Giants. Even at their worst, they're not as bad as the Giants. I don't care, and I'm going to take that. Green Bay and Miami, that's going to be a great game.
You picked Green Bay, though.
Yes, I did. Because they're in Green Bay, and it's November.
Yeah, but, Miami, I don't know. It's just
Miami's back together, but it's cold. It is cold up there. And this is that time of year where Green Bay has an advantage.
Yeah.
That'll be why I did pick that. Now, as far as Vegas and Kansas City, that's a given.
That's a given.
Kansas City's going to win that
game. But, the interesting thing as I'm reading about Kansas City, you look at all their games, they've only won them, just barely won. It's not like Detroit where they just steamrolled them.
What's up, Tina? Well, what it is, Kansas City comes back. They have been coming back from behind.
True.
Most of the season. The Chargers and the Falcons, that's going to be an interesting game. I got the Falcons going to the playoffs this year. Mike didn't think the Chargers were going to be as good, and they are. So I'm going to kind of mark that as one of the more interesting games over a weekend. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, that's a tough one to me. That is a tough one to me.
That's a rivalry. I think Cincinnati's favored by 2.5 points. And
I got it at -3 right now, over under 47.5. I took Pittsburgh because they've been holding the edge. They have. If you watch their games, I've always said they're the kind of team that'll slow your points down.
Right.
So they can contain you, which makes them a little dangerous. And Cincinnati's very high speed. I think Pittsburgh may stop them a little bit. Minnesota and Arizona, that's going to be a tough one. Listen.
Well,
I'm scared of that game.
Minnesota is favored. It's in Minnesota. They're favored by 3.5. Arizona, I'm not too sure.
I'm scared of that game. That's going to be a hell of a game.
What do you think about the Seattle Jet game?
I'm taking a risk on the Jets. It's do or die for them. They just came off a bye week.
Yeah.
It was do or die for them. And Aaron Rodgers said he wants to be back with the Jets next year. I did see something on that today.
Oh, really?
I did see something on that. So if anything, they got a chance to regroup.
What do you think
about win every game all the way through? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was just going to say, what's your take? Did you hear about Daniel Jones?
I never thought he was all that. I wonder who's going to pick him up.
No, it's been said he's going to the Vikings. It dropped this morning at 10:35 on Fox News. You weren't in the beginning of the broadcast. I went over. It's on.
Yeah, I was at work. My apologies on that.
Okay, I posted the link over on my Twitter there. So
he's going to the Vikings.
He's going to be backup for
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, and I think
Sam Darnold will need that. Daniel Jones will be on a revenge tear. So once again, they may be the surprise team of the season for me. I didn't think they were going to be that good, and they have been impressive.
Here's the thing: he leaves the Giants, and what's and you never know. Their Vikings are up there. They go to the Super Bowl and they get a ring. That means Daniel Jones gets a ring, right?
Daniel Jones, Giants ain't going to the Super Bowl.
No.
Hang that up. Now, mind you, the first time they beat the Patriots, they were 1-7 and won the Super Bowl.
That's true. True.
So that's why I don't put a lot of teams out until they hit 9 losses. And as of right now, we got 3 teams with 9 losses in the NFL.
Yeah, but there's some. If you look at some of the other teams that are they're just rate. I mean, there's one division. They're going to take over. They're going to. Which division is that?
NFC North.
Yeah, they're going to. Whoever wins that division, the next 2 teams are going to take up or suck up the wild cards. So that's the thing to look out. So it becomes vital to win your division in the NFC and the AFC.
It becomes vital to have a winning record and get your division. So the NFC North's got to run. They're going to run on everybody. But mind you, they got close competition. Atlanta's going to be there. Tampa Bay is making a strong stance, very strong stance in the NFC. The Eagles are, the Commanders are.
Right.
So what else you got? Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that's a good feedback there as far as that goes. So the people that are watching, this is Tony D. He has a broadcast that he allows me to come up to talk football.
Rich got to be there. Rich got to be there. He's been a main supporter and doesn't even do fantasy football, and his ass be in the house.
I like being there. It's a good time. But for the folks, Tony D is at on X there. Tony Tone 163. And he's in his 3rd season of doing Bell Kings fantasy football. It's fantasy football is interesting. I get into I like putting in the stats and stuff like that. I like doing the stats for football, and it's getting your head around that. It's not necessarily the whole team. It's how you pick players to get the scores and stuff like that. It's interesting, and we talk about football in general there with Michael Bathurst, the other guest. How's Jason doing?
He's good. He's good. He's good.
Okay,
we got a big day tomorrow.
Yeah,
we're going to I got to work Friday, so after tomorrow he's gonna go with his mom, and then we got the weekend. So I got him for the week. He's out of school this week, so he's chilling with me.
We're heading up Vermont Day tomorrow for Turkey Day and stuff. But we got to watch the weather because there's a pending storm coming.
Y'all got some monster weather, dude. Be careful up there, honestly.
No, I don't think it's not as bad as the last time. I don't know. It depends. It's I'm looking at what's coming in from Ohio weather-wise, and it's just raining and stuff. So it depends on the temperature, and if the roads are wet, we'll be. It's only a 3-hour drive, so
black ice. Be careful with that black ice.
No, we're not traveling tonight. We're going to spend the night up there and then come back Friday morning and stuff like that. So, as far as going up there, so that'll be a first. We really haven't traveled for Thanksgiving since we were still in the service. As far as that goes, and so it's be interesting. Usually we have it here at the house, so it's like, but other than that, I don't know. This last weekend of football was sort of flat. There was some interesting Barkley there. I was lucky.
I said that Sunday night. I was telling these one guy. I said, "Listen, they're going to have to put him up for MVP."
I think so too.
And the next day on ESPN, they said he got to be up for MVP. I said, look at him. Him and Derrick Henry are like running crazy through the NFL. Right. Derrick Henry looked like a rookie again. I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, I would like to see somebody other than a quarterback and stuff, because it always seems to gravitate to a quarterback where, if you have.
They're the team leader. It makes sense.
Yeah.
You could use another position for MVP, but right now, those two dudes are doing it.
Oh, yeah.
They are doing it, and it's undeniable.
Right.
Not even necessarily just from the highlights, it's from the numbers. It's undeniable what they're doing.
Right. So, but I think, would you say that like the next, this week and along with the next 2 to 3 weeks, it's going to basically sort of say who's going to win or who's going to the playoffs for the most part?
Not yet.
So your numbers, right? If you have 9. If you're less than 9 wins, you're not going to make it.
Once you hit 9 wins, you're out of the playoffs.
You're out of the playoffs.
You're out of the playoffs, yes, because it's a 16-game season. You're going to be under 500. And the teams that have 9 losses, their division, they got a team that's going to be there. They'll
Right.
still be above 500. The last time we had a team under 500 and went to the playoffs was the Seattle Seahawks, and there was a big old stink about it. And people were like, "What are y'all
Oh, I
fussing about?"
remember that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they were fussing about it. Like, listen, they won the division. Leave them the hell alone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Seattle's always been pretty good and pretty tough with that.
yeah.
So, and for the rest of these games, what was I? Arizona, Minnesota. I'm scared of that game. Indianapolis and New England. I did take New England. Indianapolis is kind of iffy. They're
Yeah, but
very
New
iffy.
England, they have a good they have a kid that's as
Great
far
game.
as he's I like him. I think he's going to do something there in New England if if he doesn't fall flat on his face here in the next year or so.
Yes, and they have good momentum right now. I agree. Indianapolis has good momentum too, but I'm taking a risk on New England. I
Yeah.
really am because
Well,
he's got
it's in Foxborough, so that could be a plus as
yeah.
far as that goes.
So I did risk them. Seattle and the Jets. Yeah, I'm risking the Jets. It's do or die for them. It's do or die.
You know, the Jets are favored in that game by 2 points.
I see that. I see that.
They're
And it's
favored by 2 points.
because they're home. They're the home team. Yeah, they're the
Yeah.
home team.
But Seattle, I think Geno Smith, he's coming back to. I think he's gonna.
That's his old team, boy. That's going to be a mess.
He probably wants a win there.
Yes, he does.
Bad.
Yes, he
As
does.
far as
Washington
it
and
is.
Tennessee. That's a no-brainer. I'm taking the Commanders.
Yeah.
The Texans and the Jaguars. That's a no-brainer. I'm taking the Texans. But the Texans, you might want to be careful. They
Right.
look like something's going wrong, but they're catching it. So there's a weakness that's been exposed. I think Brian said it was the defense a while ago, but
Yeah.
I want to see how it goes. I really do want to see how that
And
rolls.
speaking of Brian, I just let's see. Yeah, about just at the start of the program here, he gave me his pick, so I have Brian's picks.
Good.
Go ahead and
So
go
you
over
know this
Brian's
pick's
pick.
good.
Let's
While
see
you
what-
put that down, let me finish running through these, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead, go.
The Rams in New Orleans, that's going to be a tough game. New Orleans is not as bad as their record shows, and they're showing a resurgence. The Rams looking like the old playoff team that we knew they were when everybody's healthy.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be another tough game. Tampa Bay and Carolina, that's a no-brainer. Tampa Bay. Philadelphia and Baltimore, let me tell you something. Potential Super Bowl matchup right there. That is a potential Super Bowl matchup. We just got finished talking about both of their prime running backs, and both running backs going to be playing each other. That's going to be a hell of a game because both teams have offenses and defenses. So get ready for that. You got San Francisco and Buffalo. San Francisco, we don't know how they're going to maintain, and Buffalo's on a roll. So I did say Buffalo on that. And the last one, Cleveland and Denver. Yeah, I took Cleveland because I know Mike's running with Denver, but Cleveland has a way of coming in. They just came back against the Steelers the other night,
Right.
if I remember correctly. So that's why I picked what I picked. Hello, say hi.
Hey, Jason. How you
Mhm.
doing? How you doing,
Almost
buddy?
done. I'm almost done. You good?
I think it would help when you're in the bathroom.
Yeah, I know.
Looks like Brian's missing the team. Let's see. He's got Kansas City, Atlanta, Chicago, New York, Green Bay, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Seattle, Washington, Houston, New Orleans, Carolina, Baltimore, Buffalo, and Denver. Who's he missing?
I have to look again. Dallas.
Dallas.
The Dallas game. Is it the Dallas game?
Let's see. Dallas is playing New York Giants. Does he have the? No, he picked New York Giants. I'll have to
Okay.
figure it out. He's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He has Denver as his last team, but he has a comma. He's missing a team. I'll figure it out after the broadcast and send him a thing. But we got his team. But all the teams are looking close. So, and I think that's going to be the case as we finish up the season here and stuff as far as that goes. So it's as far as did you see the chart?
Yes, I was watching a little bit of it earlier. I was off and on flipping between them because I was watching Jeopardy like your wife was. I ain't gonna lie. I hadn't watched it in a minute, but there's nothing else on. I said, bump it. I watched Jeopardy for a little bit. Yeah. I love watching Jeopardy. I love watching. It's been a minute, so I had to get back into it.
Yeah, no problem. That's cool. But other than that, that's about all we have as far as for the broadcast, folks. So let's see. It's going to be interesting. What do you think about before we go? They're going to have the games on tomorrow, but I saw something. They're also going to be broadcasting them on YouTube, I think, because I saw when I was firing up the.
I don't know. Let me look. I don't know. I'm going to watch what I can.
Yeah,
I am. I'm going to be at a Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow. My
Well, hang
former
on.
in-laws.
They have 'em
I
right
didn't
here.
get invited, so that's an honor. I'm going to take that.
Okay, the Chicago, Detroit, that's on CBS, and then New York, Dallas, that's on Fox. Maybe they're going to simulcast. And Miami and Green Bay, that's on NBC and the freaking Peacock.
Friday's on Amazon Prime.
Yep, that's a prime game. So that's
Saturday is on CBS, Fox. No, Sunday. Sunday, everybody's going to be regular.
yeah, fine. Except the night game, that's going to be Peacock.
NBC Peacock.
NBC, you know, Peacock can stick it up there. You know, I'm not a fan of Peacock.
You know, let me get on you for a second. Every time you didn't like something you tried, you're like, you know what, this isn't bad. Stop it.
I really it was Tony, it was raw when I'm a Buffalo Bills fan.
Mhm.
I can't watch my team. I have to pay to watch my team, and I'm in New York.
No, you got local television.
No, I listened to they didn't have it on the local TV. That was a game. They had a game, the Buffalo Bills. I had to listen, and actually they had two games where I listened. I picked it up on the radio. I had fun playing it, listened to it on the radio and stuff like
Mhm.
that. I would do that when I was working on Sundays. If we didn't get a particular game, we'd have it on one of the computers in the office there. And as far as listening on the radio and stuff, there's always a radio station that you can tune into.
Yes.
As far as that goes and stuff. So, but we'll see. I'm looking at these games. Other than the Buffalo Bills, they're coming off of bye. As far as them playing the 49ers, I'll be interested to see what Bills are favored by 7. That's in
Jets are coming
Buffalo.
off a bye as well. Jake Ferguson, tight end for the Cowboys, he's out.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
did
is he?
see that. Brees Hall is questionable. Running back for the Jets.
Now, we just go. You got the broadcast on fantasy football. No, what week does it go to where it ends the season, and then you use a little bit of the games for
The
playoffs,
fantasy football season is probably going to be 2 weeks in one of my leagues.
right? 2 more weeks.
Yeah. Because actually in my league, I'm in the playoffs. Now that you brought that up.
Yeah,
Our league we're actually setting up for the playoffs. Like,
that's something. I think that's something you probably we should talk. You should talk about on Sunday.
I will. Yeah. The other leagues, I'm not sure. I got to look, but I know the fantasy football seasons are going to start wrapping up.
Right.
I will still broadcast still through the season, like I've been doing, all the way up through the Super Bowl with no problem, because everybody loves to conversate about it. I got no problem with that at all.
Yeah.
And we're going to have the holidays this weekend, so there will be time. Pretty much every night. Ted wanted to know what time I was going to be available tonight. I told him anytime after 6. I thought he was going to do something last night, but he didn't make it. So we'll see how it goes.
You're going to broadcast with Ted tonight?
Yeah, I've been waiting on him. Don't get me
started. Okay. Yeah, I'll look for that. I'll be in the chat.
I know what Ted got going on at home. So if he says he's available and I'm available, I'm like, good. We ain't got to get up in the morning, but I just don't want to be broadcasting at midnight.
Oh no, I got an early start tomorrow because dinner's on the table at 1. So it's a 3-hour drive to get up there. So
and most people with families got to get an early start tomorrow. So I'm trying to see what he's going to do and when he's going to be available. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up then. And as far as that goes, so this workout, I'm getting used to this new. I'm a little leery because, like, okay, and I guess your sound is a lot better now because I got these cables right. I think. I don't know.
The audio's good on your end. It's good on.
Well, let me show you. I don't know if you saw this morning. This is the little doodad right here that brings the soundboard. This is the interface that brings the soundboard into the computer, because this line is a USB, and then this is off of the sound. It's and the way I had it before, I only used 2 of these. Now I have to use all 4 of them. So something clicked.
Rich, all I got is my laptop and nothing.
No, I like bringing the sounds in. I did figure out how to bring the sounds in from the iPad Mini and stuff like that. So when I do my when I'm using this gizmo here for the audio podcast.
Happy Thanksgiving, Tina. Good night.
Okay, Tina. Thank you, Tina. Have a good night. Have a good happy Thanksgiving there too. As far as that goes. And,
I know, but you're being broadcast. I can show you on YouTube how you look. Don't knock my drink over. Go back over there. We're almost done.
How's that Crown Royal tasting? Good?
I haven't started yet.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
No.
Okay.
I eat. Make sure I got some time on them.
Right.
No,
All
but
right,
we're gonna
folks,
see.
we're going to go ahead and wrap up. I have my good friend, my brother veteran, and fellow broadcaster, Tony D there. You can check his X feed out. He broadcasts on Sundays for Phil King's Fantasy Football. He also broadcasts, he hasn't of late, the music and stuff like that, but he's
I
a
took a
busy
break and I told
Yeah.
Glick about that. With all
Oh,
the
okay.
controversy going on in the industry, I didn't want to trigger anybody, so I took a little bit
Oh,
of
there
a
is.
It's,
Okay.
you know, the whole thing with Diddy and all of them.
Oh, that. Yeah.
So I
Okay.
thought about that. I can still do one, but I'm trying to be careful of the songs I do. I might just do my
Right.
little broadcast of the current events and throw a song.
I don't know the whole scope of it, but there's some things that came up over on Rumble that I've seen on some podcasts, and I'm like, oh my God. You know, I don't want,
but they don't have the solid evidence. And I don't want to hold
as far as we don't know, but it just said there.
people
I don't
know.
want to get a discussion because it's a touchy thing and stuff like that, and it's really.
They
I'm
said
just hoping a lot of
Hollywood
it.
has gone quiet.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
the
good
thing.
time in
Yes.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
So it just had breaking news about an hour ago. Diddy just got denied bail for the third time.
Oh, I don't think he's going to make bail. No, they're not.
If you put up $50 million for bail and they deny you, they got something. You got something they want.
Yeah.
You got something they want. So it's I might still
or else they know he's safer where he's at than well, we'll see. I don't know. There's some characters out there as far as that goes. We'll just leave it at that. All right, folks. Again, thank you if you're watching this on the replay. Thank you, Tina. And I want to say thank you to my good friend, my brother veteran and fellow broadcaster,
always
Tony. Greatly appreciate you coming up here and stuff. And make sure you catch his broadcast on Sundays, Bell Kings Fantasy Football at 10:30. And then I'll get. I know Glick he's broadcasting what WFT
WF News right
now. But
I may be broadcasting randomly through the holiday weekend. Just for
okay.
Because
because we're talking football, because I got to make it a point to highlight. Where's this card? What the frick happened? I had it here. It's probably, but Nonsensical Network on YouTube. They have Unnecessary Roughness at 12 o'clock. That's after Tony's show.
Yes.
And you get a lot of good football between Tony's show and Glick's show. Mine is just I'm just doing the stats and stuff like that.
Rich is doing fine. Y'all check Rich out when the UFL plays, because he does do his UFL broadcast, the United Football League. I did see a news report on that a couple of days ago. I'm going to tell you that too. They're looking for expansion teams.
Oh, are they already?
Put it on my Twitter. You'll see it up there. I think I shared it to you as well, but I may be wrong. I apologize, but I did see that pop up a couple of days ago. Y'all check with y'all, man. We've been doing this about 3.5, almost 4 years now, doing our own thing, and now we're working together. Y'all can't beat this, man. I told y'all don't want none of us. Right? Don't get mad at him, get mad at me. I'm the one trying to keep
it. We're all in the same boat.
I'm in your faces. But y'all want it, and I'm stopping.
All right, folks. Thank you again for your views, and we'll see you all later. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Also, I won't be broadcasting over the next couple of days. I will be doing audio, and I'll be posting it over there on X at Fireman Rich. So you all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks.
Y'all be good. Appreciate you, man.
See how this media works as far as to take us out of here. Let's see. There it is. Here we go. Sounds better. It sounded a lot better. This is the sound off of the Rumble.